Good morning. I'm thinking the start of this video is going to take a little too long for the doggies to be patient through, so I'm going to try it on my own without help. This is for the April Bingo Challenge from Badgerland Birding. They changed up their migration challenge a little bit and made this bingo sheet. This is my printout of it. Of course, I only use black ink because I'm a cheapskate. But I thought I'd run through here and point out this might not be quite as easy as I thought at first. You know, when they first came up with this challenge, I thought I wouldn't like it as much as what they've been doing because I'm old and don't like change. But I think I like this a lot, frankly, and it'll be fun, but it's not going to be as easy as I think. So there's 25 boxes, 5 rows of 5 boxes. And I'm going to go through them mostly in order and comment, and I'll have to put a few to the end and come back to them. So the first row is first of year bird, which some years that would be hard, but if you've seen my Ecuador videos, you know Gail and I went to Ecuador, and it's just kind of interrupted my year. We've been busy with other stuff, playing catch up. So I haven't done as much local birding as I might. So actually, there's quite a number of first of year birds for me. I'll try to keep it in the spirit of migration and only count the migrants and not ones that have just been here that I haven't seen yet. Another thing that could help me find first of year birds is Gail and I are shortly heading out to Arizona, southeastern Arizona in the Tucson area. She has a class there, so I get to run around and go bird watching while she goes to class. So that should help as well. Not that worried about doves in the trees across from our house every morning. Terns, as you've seen from my Malibu Lagoon videos, I can go down and get those. Not native species. Those, you know, starling and house sparrow, pretty obvious, but I'll try to get something a little more interesting from the Los Angeles area. At the very worst, I should be able to go down to the Arboretum and get a red-whiskered bulbul. So we'll try that. I'm going to try to get all these on video, by the way. That's why I'm going through this now. Is that a gray ride? That's not native. Or is that Chinese goose count? Wait, that pigeon. Pigeon should count, right? Rock dove? European? The fifth one, the last one in the column, is a lifer. Lifer will be a challenge because I'm really over 650 North American lifers. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. Cavity nesting species, nuthatches, oak titmice, bluebirds, no problem. Birds, no problem. Thrush species, surprisingly not that many here. Robins, of course, hermit thrushes. Arizona could see some Swainson's thrushes, so. The robin quit singing for me. I'll show you why later. Herons, pretty much all over, no problem. Heron turned out to be hard, not easy, but I found this night heron. Hummingbirds, the good thing about living in California, lots of hummingbirds. Arizona, even more hummingbirds, so hummingbirds I got. Warblers, way fewer warblers out here than there are out east. Yellow-rumped warblers, orange crown warblers, black-throated grays, yellow warblers, Townsend warblers. That's pretty much the high likelihood. I wonder if painted redstart counts as a warbler. I count that as a warbler? Maybe. Egret species, those are common, get those. Bird that's blue, western bluebirds in the neighborhood, scrub jays. The ducks only have a little blue, but this Mexican jay gets the job done. Special treat for the free space. Here's a few extra birds that I enjoyed seeing this month. Hawk species, red tails, red-shouldered hawks, Cooper's hawks. Got those out our ears in my neighborhood. This Cooper's hawk was the reason the robin quit singing. Falcon species, that's kind of ironic. Peregrines, I usually dig up one a year, but those are very unpredictable. I could run up to Morro Bay, maybe find one on the rock up there. And I just had the Merlin in the March video that you saw. I see one of those every 2 or 3 years. I think I used up my quota on that bird. The Kestrels, I can go back out to Chesbro, and I don't know. Woodpecker species, Acorn woodpeckers have a colony up the street. E-bird rarity. Those are chock full of them in the winter out here in California. I've got several counties on the list, so I'll put some more counties on the list, put some Arizona counties in the e-bird list for when I'm out there, and see what I get. That's probably tricky. This Lewis's woodpecker was listed as an e-bird rarity at the Santa Rita Lodge. Grebes, once again, floating in grebes in the winter. Pied-bill grebes should still be around. Western grebes, I should still be able to dig some up. Might require a little work, but it's supposed to be a little bit of work, right? Oriole species, that could be my first of year as well. It's been a strange year. I always have Orioles, both bullocks and hooded Orioles on our hummingbird feeders by 15th, 17th, 20th of March. Haven't had any yet, and today is April 11th. Duck with green. Interesting choice there. Will just said duck. But I'm pretty sure I can get a mallard. Sparrow species, song sparrows, quite common around here. And maybe we'll try to get an interesting Arizona sparrow on video. Maybe if I can find a Botteries or a red-shouldered, that'd be fun. Finch species, once again, house finches and lesser goldfinches crawling all over the neighborhood. I'm not going to show you a video of a house finch. Let's see if I can get the lesser goldfinch or something sort of interesting. This house finch is so pretty, I'm going back on my word. Bird with color in its name. Well, Western bluebird, of course. I hope to use that for something else. So how about black phoebe? Is black a color? Black's a color, right? Nesting behavior. Now I've already seen that. We have had crows gathering sticks to stick in the pine tree across the street. So I'll show you a video of the crow and the tree they've been working. I'm not sure I'll be able to get one with a stick in its mouth, but I've definitely seen the nesting behavior this week. They are, in fact, I'd really rather they didn't nest here because they kind of spook the owls away, and I'd rather have a great horned owl than a crow in my neighborhood, frankly. No crow, but a dove with a stick. You can see the Vermilion Flycatcher's bill and watch her move in that nest. Sandpiper species. There's still going to be some least sandpiper species hanging around. If not down at the lagoon, then there's an Oriole up in Simi Valley that I go to. I'm sure they'll be in there. So we can do that. Gail and I are back from Arizona. You can see from the introductory clips and the birds that I actually show that not everything matched up as I anticipated, but managed to get them all. Now for a quick word on the lifer. I do not have video of it, but I did see it. I found at the top of Mount Lemmon an olive warbler. I was the first one up at Rose Lake in the morning, and I saw it. It was, it tells a little difference between a birder and a photographer, because I'm always faced with the choice when I finally see the bird of pulling out the camera or pulling out the binos, and I nearly always pull out the binos, as I did this time. Made sure the olive warbler was in fact the olive warbler. I've made a mistake on that bird before, in fact. But it was. But it was way up in those pine trees. Very difficult to get any photos or video. I tried, but all you see is a little movement behind the pine needles. It wasn't worth anything. So, thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun. Thank you to the gentleman at Badgerland Birding for issuing this challenge. I'm glad I did the whole thing. I'm not sure I'll do the whole thing again quite this way, but it was certainly fun this April. So thanks again.